Camfed Launches its agriculture guide program in empowering women to lead a change, most especially at the rural areas in Ghana. Camfed Ghana has been known over the years for promoting girls' education. The organization also works with young women who tread the path of entrepreneurship after their education to start up or grow enterprises as a pathway to sustainable livelihood for themselves, families, and communities at large. Speaking at the launch was the National Director of Camfed Ghana, Mrs. Fairuza Safia, said.
My name is Fairuza Safia. I'm the National Director for Camfed Ghana. We are here today launching what we call our Climate Smart Agriculture Guide Program. This program basically is going to be sharing knowledge about what farmers need to do to ensure that they are yielding maximum production from their farming based on agri-smart practices. This is all to ensure that we have integrity in the country, especially marginalized communities where feeding 3 square meals in a day is very difficult. So if people know how to cultivate food to feed themselves, they can even save to ensure that they are sending their children to school and also supporting other community members who may not be able to support their children to go to school. So we are going to be training young women who will be serving as agriculture guides, who will be working very closely with people who are already in the agri-value chain or agripreneurs, and working with smallholder farmers in the communities to ensure that they are getting high yields from their production of whatever farming interventions they need to feed themselves and their families. They are going to be trained on what we call the curriculum. We have put together the curriculum with support from the technical working group coming from research institutions, the universities, and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. So there are various interventions in there based on what we are experiencing in Ghana, the soil, the water system in Ghana, the rainfall patterns, what kind of seeds should people be farming based on their locations, what kind of yields should they be expecting, and what can they do to ensure that they are getting higher yields. So these agri-guides will be trained, and then they are going to cascade the model to the agripreneurs. These agripreneurs are not only people in primary agriculture, but people in agribusinesses and agro-processing. And these agri-guides with the agripreneurs would also identify people in the agri-value chain, in primary farming, that is food production and animal rearing, agro-processing and agribusinesses, and also cascade their knowledge to ensure that everyone in the family within the agri-value chain is getting some knowledge to improve whatever they are doing. So at the end of the day, they are able to feed themselves, their families, and even getting more to do philanthropy. So every child in Ghana is not left out, especially when it comes to education and then their health and their food security. 38 districts in Ghana. We are in all the 5 northern regions. We are in the Tropical Area. We are in the Ashanti region. We are in the Western region. We are in Bono region, I should say. We are in Upper East, Upper West. We are in the Central region. So these are
to empower young women to be able to meet the challenges of climate change. So it's looking at how young women can adopt climate smart agriculture practices in the face of climate change. That's what this program is taking into account. For the Ministry of Agriculture, our policy direction with regard to climate change is climate smart agriculture. So after the preparation of the National Climate Change Policy in 2013, sectors, including agriculture, were tasked to develop action plans to facilitate the implementation of the National Climate Change Policy. So for us in the agriculture sector, we came out with climate smart agriculture action. This is because we are looking at how we can increase productivity of our farmers sustainably. We are looking at how we can build resilience of our farmers to climate change impact. We are looking at how we can reduce or remove greenhouse gases, that is the heat trapping gases that contribute to climate change, how we can reduce or remove them in the agriculture sector. And how do we do this? We do this by encouraging our farmers to do sustainable agriculture practices. So by sustainable agriculture practices, we are looking at how the practices of these farmers will not impact negatively on the environment as well as the climate.
Right.
See, the PFD phase 2, one of the critical elements is insurance. So in the face of climate change, a farmer can lose everything, all the crops, even the livestock, poultry, everything can be lost. So how do we ensure that after losing all these farms and crops, how can the farmer come back? That is where we have this fantastic package, which is the insurance to cater for unforeseen contingencies in the course of the implementation of the program. The program is also looking at climate smart or climate resilient seeds. We are not just giving any seeds, we are giving seeds that are able to withstand the adverse weather conditions.
Grants in the say it's me a production center. I will identify command. Yeah, supply a lot of supermarkets, more retailers, and so I'm going to say wholesale buyers. No matter your retailers for Spencers, even Aka had a they will use what Tamale, you will Takadi, you will keep post. And I Yamiado also, even also Etienne or that now only
So this is very beneficial.
in a Camfed course, because I'm not born more kind of
So many more other leaves that
say, oh, I want to say, who knew where be an okay say, oh, we need a swat son. It's in your bay and say, yeah, there may be a dog wow. Catch us a Camfed was on the wall.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.